If you're thinking about getting a cordless electric ratchet wrench but don't fancy spending a fortune on premium brands, stick around because today I've got 7 affordable options all available in Europe that will genuinely surprise you. All lithium battery powered, all cordless, and all designed so you can ditch the air compressor and stop wrenching by hand. Links to everyone are down in the video description. Right, let's get into it. We're kicking off with the Politu DC-83933, a 12-volt ratchet with a 3/8-inch drive that comes with everything you need straight out of the box. 2 lithium batteries rated at 2 amp-hours each, a fast charger that tops them up in roughly 45 minutes, and a 10-piece socket set included. The motor spins at 300 revolutions per minute unloaded and delivers up to 50 Newton-meters of torque, which for this price range is genuinely impressive. Where it really shines is pure speed. Picture this. You're pulling the valve cover off your car engine and you've got 15 or 20 long 10mm bolts staring back at you. You crack each one loose with a quarter turn by hand, and then this ratchet whips them out in seconds flat. It weighs around 700 grams without the battery, has an ultra-slim head profile that squeezes into seriously tight spots, and the built-in LED lights up exactly where you're working, a lifesaver when you're buried under the dashboard. Now, 50 Newton-meters won't break rusted or over-torqued bolts free, but as a high-speed spinner once you've cracked them loose by hand, it's absolutely brilliant. The manufacturer also states it handles up to 150 Newton-meters in manual mode, meaning they've reinforced the internals so you can use it as a lever without wrecking the gears. If you need considerably more grunt, the CC is a whole different beast. This one runs on 21 volts and features a brushless motor, a massive upgrade over brush designs. Without physical parts wearing down through friction, the motor lasts longer, runs cooler, and squeezes more runtime out of each charge. It delivers 90 Newton-meters at 200 revolutions per minute, putting it firmly in the category of tools that handle fairly demanding mechanical work. And here's something I genuinely love about this one. The variable speed trigger is one of the best at this level. It has a smooth, progressive modulation that lets you start a delicate fastener at minimum speed with zero risk of cross-threading and then ramp up to full power. Compared to the Politu, the CC nearly doubles the torque, but spins a touch slower, so if raw turning force matters more than outright speed, this is the one you want. It ships with 2 batteries, a 30-minute fast charger, and adapters for 1/4-inch and 1/2-inch sockets. The head construction is solid steel and feels seriously robust. One small thing to flag, the carrying case uses a flexible plastic hinge that could eventually give way with heavy use, but that's a minor detail that doesn't affect performance. Third up is the Avit AR01, which positions itself as the most powerful of the lot with a claimed 120 Newton-meters and a brushless motor on 21 volts. It spins at 220 revolutions per minute and comes with 2 batteries, an LED light, and an 8-piece socket set. What sets it apart is its electronic 3-mode selector: low, high, and automatic. On the low setting, you can work with plastics and aluminum without overdoing it, and on high, you tackle suspension bolts or engine casing fasteners with confidence. You do have to be realistic about that torque figure because manufacturers in this bracket tend to measure under ideal conditions and real-world output is always somewhat lower. But even with adjusted expectations, the Avit handles serious teardown work without breaking a sweat. It works a treat for removing mower blade bolts or stripping down timing covers on German engines. Battery life sits at around 45 minutes of continuous use before any noticeable power drop, which is excellent. We're switching gears entirely with the Ryobi RR14W4 because this is a completely different kind of tool. It runs on just 4 volts via a USB lithium battery charging through USB-C, features a 1/4-inch drive, and puts out 8.2 Newton-meters. Yes, you heard right, 8. And that is precisely the point. It weighs 1/2 kilogram, measures 27 centimeters long, and has a head only 4 centimeters wide that slips into virtually any gap. Think about this. You're swapping out the car stereo and need to remove 6 tiny screws hidden behind the dashboard trim. A 21-volt ratchet physically won't fit in there, and even if it did, you'd probably crack the plastic clips to bits. The Ryobi slides in, turns gently, and extracts the screws without drama. Same goes for bicycle maintenance or flat pack furniture. It has a mechanical lockout that turns it into a rigid manual ratchet, protecting the gears when you need that final hand tightening. Sold without a battery, so keep that in mind. Though if you already own other Ryobi 4-volt USB tools, you can share the battery across them. Neat bonus, the battery doubles as a power bank. If you've already got a collection of Makita 18-volt tools, the Yfully is going to grab your attention. This ratchet accepts genuine Makita LXT batteries, so you leverage the investment you've already made in quality cells with professional thermal management. It delivers 60 Nm and spins at 320 RPM, the highest speed of every tool today. Compared to the CC, the Yfully has less torque but clearly beats it on speed, making it ideal for zipping long fasteners off quickly. The internal build is simpler than a genuine Makita, and that's worth being honest about, so the key is using it as a fast rundown tool rather than a lever for cracking stuck bolts. Breaker bar first, then let the Yfully handle the threading. It's the perfect purchase for the professional or hobbyist who wants to add a ratchet to their Makita kit without buying into a second battery platform. Sixth is the Duratech DT105074, a 12-volt ratchet with a 3/8" drive delivering 65 Nm. It comes with 2 batteries, a 1-hour fast charger, 8 chrome vanadium sockets, extension bar, and adapter, all packed in a molded carry case that makes it a proper grab-and-go kit. The cylindrical handle with the battery built into the grip replicates the feel of a classic pneumatic ratchet, nicely balanced and comfortable. I can easily picture someone who heads out every weekend for quad or dirt bike trails, keeping this in the boot as a portable fix for any roadside mechanical hiccup. The variable speed trigger responds very smoothly, a detail that makes a real difference with delicate fasteners. Best not to force it as a lever on heavily over-torqued bolts because the gears are optimized for speed rather than brute breakaway. Used within its limits, which cover 90% of home workshop tasks, it's very reliable with solid warranty backing. And we close with the crown jewel, the Bosch Professional GRC12V63/8SN. Proper German engineering at a professional level. It runs on the Bosch 12-volt professional platform, delivers 60 Nm of real sustained torque at 230 revolutions per minute, and has a head just 79 mm long, one of the most compact in the world for a 3/8 drive. The gear housing is cast metal rather than plastic, protecting the planetary gears against drops and doubling as a heat sink. The cylindrical battery slides entirely inside the handle, maintaining a perfectly linear profile with no bulge at the base. When you're reaching behind a hot radiator or threading your arm between hoses and wiring, the tool glides in and out without snagging. Sold as a bare tool without battery or charger, so it's aimed at those already in the Bosch 12-volt ecosystem or ready to commit. The trigger offers pinpoint precision, and the feel in use is on another level compared to everything else here. So, to wrap up, if you want the best complete kit at the lowest outlay, the Politu with its 2 batteries and 300 RPM is the safe bet. If you need serious power for engine or suspension work, the CC and Avit are your contenders, with the CC standing out for its progressive trigger and the Avit for its 3-mode selector. For precision work with plastics and tiny spaces, the Ryobi is unbeatable. If you already own Makita batteries, the Yfully is the smartest way to add a ratchet without overspending. The Duratech is the ideal portable kit for the weekend mechanic, and if you're a professional who relies on tools every single day, the Bosch is the investment that pays for itself in saved labor time. All the links are in the description. If this video helped you out, subscribe so you don't miss the next comparison, and hit the like button so it reaches more people. See you in the next one.